to get this. That's
Right,
only fair.
never mind. We're going. We are going. Battlefield Legend.
You know
of
this
Zelda.
is Jermaine's pick. He's got good taste.
He does have very good taste. Here we go. Neutral.
I don't want to listen to talk about the music, but like, this is clean. Clean from
it's
all
very
players.
There we go.
We have medals, it's all good.
We do. Yes, we
There's
do.
a back air. Pretty
There they
even.
all are. Here we go. It's a nice stage. Aesthetically pleasing. Alright, here we go. Both players in their full stock still.
So, here's something that people never think about. If one commentator, it's like good cop, bad cop. If one commentator is rooting for one guy and one's rooting for the other, surely that means there's no bias.
I know how much you want to root for Curry, but we're not
No,
doing that.
I'm
We
joking.
have to remain
I'm joking.
impartial.
But
here.
let's. No. He's
Alright, here we go.
oh,
Both,
lovely.
you know, it's
Running
nice to
forward
see
tilt
both
with
players.
Cloud. That's a very good thing.
Yeah. Oh, that back air is great.
And he's not dying.
Gets hit by the explosive blade, but still lives. And it, it gives him bonus limit from that damage. Truly the biggest of brains. Yeah. I think tried a dash attack with the trample through the blade beam there. It looked like, but I'm not sure. Maybe the height of it means that it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. It can't do everything.
No. As much as it feels like it sometimes. Auto reticle. Yeah, just like a good focus to it. Kind of like auto reticle. Maybe a little bit like Falco's laser in terms of the CC. Just kind of throw it out there to remind people. Some people that much so.
Yeah. We're actually getting someone in the comments talking about the music too. I love it. Keep it going.
Yes.
I'm all about the people that just clap the Dreamman theme. Just clap this.
Bomber white or the player kind of stretched. I know, it's funny though, isn't it?
Jermaine has made it kind of look normal. SCL looks like back in Manchester. So far away.
Here we go. SCR last stock now. Jermaine, 100%, but still got that stock bonus. Down throw, back air, not quite working. Really good DI to avoid getting hit by that. He doesn't even have to press button. Just the jab combo. He doesn't follow it up, but he's creating a catalogue. It's like, right, I jab, SCR neutral tech that time. Maybe I can call him that next time. I guess call him that next time.
Jermaine is really feeling himself.
He looks it. I'm just saying, like, he's quite an emotional, momentum-based player. Which means that when he's playing good, it's terrifying.
He's got a smile on his face. I feel like we're about to get some clowny Cloud. I can kind of feel it.
Yeah. Oh, that back air. And that's not quite the two-stock, but
it is quite the two-stock.
I don't know. Was that a bit of hesitation there? Jermaine goes into the drop zone. Maybe SCR pulled back at the last second and went blue, so maybe that's what happened.
He's looking kind of phased.
I think that game was a very convincing win for Curry. I think
because of how quite tightly these guys play normally, how close each game is. That is a big win. That's a statement.
That's very out of the ordinary.
They're very stock between these players that's a big win.
It's not very often when these two play, or any players at this level play, that one player can really kind of grab that lead and run with it. It's a bit looking like what Skulls was doing at Pele a few sets back,
Yeah.
It's like they're obviously both playing really well, but it just seems to be working in one player's favour a lot more often.
Yeah.
Anyway, going into game 2. Stadium is a much more neutral stage, obviously. I
feel like SCR really like this. I might be wrong, but I feel like this is a comfort pick. I have no idea, but I just feel it.
Yeah. There we go. These nairs. You can shock the whole platform with a nair and enough air as well.
We're not seeing the 50%. Does they not work on Cloud the same way? Or?
It's like different weights and different fall speeds. Warrior's a lot more floatier, Warrior's aerial drift's a lot more different. That was a bit of a fast fall. A Cloud with limit falls even faster as far as I'm aware. It does affect it slightly. So,
I remember you telling me as you destroyed my Yoshi. Haha, by the way.
So SCR's going to have to mix up the combo routes, and These players play a lot of majors, yeah, but they're not attending the same weekly. SCR can't practice every week against Cloud, which is going to like make a big difference. You know, the reason that they're pushing 50% plus every single time they hit SBF is because they know exactly what Warrior can and can't do, and they can capitalize on the max. It's not quite the same story with Cloud here, though, I think.
Yeah, they've played a lot, but not anywhere
It's
near
not
the
even
same.
comparable. No. There we go. Good parry.
I'm always so impressed with parries.
They're hard. They're so hard to do. Up throw. Oh. Maybe trying for the DI mix up there.
Everyone needs to know about how good France are at parrying.
French players can parry. Even the bad ones just parry everything.
Even the bad, it's
crazy.
ridiculous. You like 3-stock them, but they'll parry you like 30 times, and you're like,
What's this?
parrying to run away. Just they're still losing. They get
Parry
the
into reset 10 out of 10 times. Anyway, Curry's got a 60% lead here, you know.
Nah.
But there's these combos that we used to see from
There we
SCR.
go. That's 46.
46% from nothing. I think as well, the range on Cloud means it's harder to get right in. You know, if just starting, I think you need to be kind of inside them with the neutral air to be able to extend it to the max. But if you're hitting just the tip because you're scared of that sword, you probably can't push it as far.
Yeah.
That's probably something you got to consider here. Oh.
Ooh, that was nice.
Turn to face and shielded, and then it will jump over with the back air. Down throw. Back air. Curry DI in that amazing
Back on. Back. That was big.
Oh yeah. This is brought back. Might as well be even now.
Very important he gets back on stage though, because I feel like SCR was starting to take him away. This game's the advantage.
Forward air. Oh, teleports through the blade beam. Hands the ledge, collects step bolts. Oh,
He gets so many
Spot
back
gone.
airs. So good at that. Back air and F tilt.
Maybe a misinput with the blade beam.
No.
I'm not sure what that's about.
Does not miss input.
Air dodge through.
Oh, he's not.
That's not going to kill. SCR DI in that grace, making sure that they hit the stage rather than going off.
He's still at 46 though.
Whiff grab. Unusual for Palutena, but okay.
I thought we were definitely seeing the death.
Good air dodge there.
It was. Is
Great
it
back
neutral? You never really seen neutral air dodge anymore,
Jermaine loves his full hops.
which could get.
Jermaine really loves his full hops, right? And like good with Cloud, you can full hop forward air, and that's sick. But you know, I feel like if you jump, Pally knows when you're gonna jump. That's when she gets a lot of mileage sometimes.
Yeah, she's definitely got the tools to deal with that.
Yeah, it's like SCR needs one read really to even this out, and a second read to win the game. It's could that be it? Limit online changes everything, man. Here we go. There it is.
The OB kill.
Brilliant. 2-0 to Jermaine.
This is strong.
It's very strong.
Strong showing.
I would say though, that game there is a lot more what I'm used to seeing when they used to play. Back and forth. At any minute, you're kind of like, both players can win this. Different from game one, where kind of consistently Jermaine was having the edge.
Yeah, I still see, if you look at the body language, Jermaine looks so smug. Look at his little face. I'm the best. He's chewing his gum. Maybe he's just chewing on win. He's like,
Jesus.
but he's,
Here we go.
he's feeling himself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that wasn't as like dominant, but it was
Still a
only
win.
a 50, and he had a big lead.
Yeah, a game win is a game win.
Yeah.
Like, it don't really matter the percents once you win the game, does it? You know? Oh, that's a good back air. Nice back air, lol.
People in the comments noticing how big Jermaine looks in comparison. It's like a giant.
It's like a forehead emote.
Yeah, I mean, Jermaine's forehead bigger than SEL's whole body.
What's going on here? Oh, white boys out here. Right. Oh, there's the net though. There we go. SCR with a full stock lead this time round though. Yeah, chat are really memeing these cameras, man. It's quite distracting.
Apparently we're being too rude. No, it's what he deserves. You've got to be mean to him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just think of us the whole of tonight. You've got to get them out while you can, while he can't hear you, while he has no response.
Oh dear. Nah. Let's go.
But it is a big lead.
It is a big lead. 92% now lead, you know, even stocks, but you know, Curry's are like 30% or 10%. The back throw is not going to kill for sure, but being off stage against Palu is the worst place to be. Up smash, that's going to kill, without a doubt. That's killing every time. It's really, really good.
He knew as soon as he had the snipe, that was it.
Yeah, as soon as Curry's off stage, has to use that limit up, the SCR knows that they can just charge up smash.
Yeah. I mean, normally Curry has more options, but that's all he had. Yeah, it's really turned up this game.
Yeah. SCR's doing well. I love watching SCR play. It's like, a lot of people have a lot of complaints about Palu, but when you're watching SCR, you can tell that you're watching an amazing player. They're not carried at all.
For sure.
You can't be the best player in a region, in a whole country, that's being carried by your character. SCR just, you know, they play a top tier and they're really, really good with them.
I can see SCR ended up playing different characters by the end of the game.
Well, like the end of Smash 4, SCR cycles, you know, Diddy, Fox, Corrin, you know, there we go. That's the up tilt. That's going to be the game. A 2-stock to SCR this time.
Yeah, I didn't really see that coming.
But again, it just sort of shows, like, you know, these players are both so good that, like, one game, it looks like Curry's taken the entire thing. Then, right there, it looks like SCR's just dominated. Then we have the games where it's like, you know, it's back and forth in a way.
And it changes each time, you know. I feel like every set is different between these two players.
That's the thing. Like, end of game 1, I would have been like, you know, this is Curry's for the taking. End of that game, looking at that game in isolation, you're like, SCR's got this one.
Yeah. And now we're going into game 4, not knowing what's going to happen.
No, SCR with a really strong start here. 61% right off the bat, we're only 10 seconds into the game. That's crazy.
On return, but he's managed to get some percentage on the board.
I think they're feeling themselves now, you know.
Parry it up.
Getting more used to
Oh my god.
Parry god.
I feel like they've, this game, like we talked about before, they're respecting each other a lot.
Yeah, for sure. This top 4 is kind of like the end of Smash 4 days, you know. The top 4 being the 2 Sams, Jermaine and Adam.
Yeah,
they were the top 4
tournament.
Back at the end of Smash 4. They were definitely the top 4 in the world.
Yeah. My phone's died. That's fine.
Not about any phones where we're going.
At least I found it. So, no one's taking the stock yet.
Oh,
there it is.
Star KO. Here we go.
So he's got limit and a lead. Nice to have.
It's crazy. I love watching this exhibition event. Top level of the UK. Both players. Oh, that's great back there. Really bullying Curry off stage here. With down tilt, the forward air. Not dead yet, but getting harder and harder to go back stage. Oh, that's killing off the top. I was surprised by that. But fair enough.
I feel like he was probably dying anyway, even if they didn't get hit like that.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Like, once Palu gets you in that position, you know, Cloud has one way to get back to stage normally, and SCR can just cover that way.
Yeah, sometimes it's actually like best to get hit by the side B.
Yeah.
Just so you're alive.
Because it means that you can recover high without having to boom your double jump.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, Cloud's double jump with that up B being so risky, it's so important to get hold of it as long as you can.
Yeah. No, yeah, Curry makes Cloud look like he's got a good recovery, but
he does.
He really does.
It's
still garbage, but
it's crazy just watching all the ways that he can get back to ledge without getting hit by stuff. Especially against a character like Palu.
Yeah, you have to.
Good net, cover the full hop there. That's what I'm saying, you know, SCR's catching on these full hops, you know. Jermaine's wanting to do a full hop aerial, but SCR meets him with a full hop there before he can.
They're just so... It's such a good watch.
Yeah.
You watch this and it just shows how good they both are.
It's like, yeah.
Each like individual thing is so like intricate, and they're thinking about it so much.
Oh, that was risky.
Nah,
With the side B, for a second I thought he might extend his hitbox into the up smash and complete a stock for it.
Yeah,
that would have been risky.
To be fair, I feel like that up smash wasn't too bad.
It was like, you know, just because a move worked doesn't mean it was wrong. Like, you're playing rock, paper, scissors in all of these situations, and just because like you didn't pick rock doesn't mean that like you played the game wrong. Like,
yeah, I mean like you don't expect SCR to throw that out at all. So yeah.
There we go. Got the grab, back throw. Not going to kill from center stage, but getting those pummels in for the extra percent. Oh, in there. That's not going to kill. But Curry's got to recover high. Lands on stage first. Limit. Doesn't shield poke.
Interesting of SCR to go to that left there.
Back throw from that distance is definitely going to
That will kill now, yeah.
You know, Curry wants to try and secure the stock now if he can. Obviously. You know, before he gets too much damage on his fresh final stock. Oh, dead for that cross slash. Do you remember he was telling me yesterday that limit cross slash hit 2, oh not limit, sorry, like default cross slash hit 2, it's like -7 on shield. I nared him like mid cross slash with swirl. Like that. It's like, it is risky if he like tries to delay or anything.
Yeah.
Like, especially on shield, because like a lot of characters with fast options are just like really punished for it.
I mean, when we get to kill, players like us will be pressing buttons more in that situation, and SCR might not necessarily be doing that, but we're at last stock. This could still go either way.
Could be seeing a game 5 here, the first game 5 in top 8 if I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, a lot of the sets have been quite dominant in this one.
Yeah.
Try following up with another nair. Definitely got momentum now. Pulled it right back. Good recovery again.
Oh, limit. This is an even game again now. Oh, the cross slash. Getting really trigger happy, knowing that if it landed, he's on the set in his ingrams.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out that way.
Even some,
Yeah,
even
brought
top
it back
players.
to dead even now. I thought for sure this would have been SCR's game about 30 seconds ago, but then the dash attack is not killing. We got the zoom in, but no one really expected that to kill at that percent. And here we go.
Oh, he's
Dash
going for it
attack,
again.
shield, getting nared. This is difficult.
Oh, that would have been
Avoids the
so
up air.
nice.
Both players just throwing out hitboxes now. Really want this game to be over. You know, Curry wants to win the set. SCR wants to go
Running
5,
forward,
but Curry
will
gets
do
it.
Big win.
With the slide in F tilt and secures his place in grand finals. Congratulations, CurryGovernor.
Great set.
Yeah, brilliant. Honestly, just like getting to commentate this level of play is so